Okay, welcome back everybody to the Coderoom. Now, in previous episodes, what we talked about is how to create links. And the only thing we showed you in that is how to actually create links to what we call external sites. In other words, creating links to other people's websites. But let's say you want to create links to other HTML documents or pages that you created yourself. Okay, so we have our main homepage, and maybe we want to click on a link that goes to your About page or your contact page or something like that, right? Okay, so let's see how we might do that in here, okay? So here we have our website that we've been working on, and we created these external links, okay, and some headers and stuff like that. And let's say we want to create a couple links at the top that link to other pages, okay, or other HTML documents. So very first thing, let's create those actual links, okay? So right above movies, I'm going to put a couple of links at the top of the web page here, okay? So I'm going to do an anchor here, and I'm going to call it the About page. And then right after that, I'm going to do another one for the contact page. Okay. And for the href, we haven't learned how to link to our own pages yet. So for now, I'm just going to put a dummy character in there. And typically, when you're creating a link and you just want a dummy character in there for now, what you do is you put the pound or the hashtag sign, okay? So the href, I'm just going to put to the hashtag sign. Okay, save that, go back to my browser, refresh it, and there we go. So we have an About and a contact link at the top, that these are going to go to my About page and my contact page. But right now they're pointing to dummies right now. They're just pointing to a hashtag symbol. So how do we actually get to our About page and our contact page? Well, in order for us to jump to our About page or contact page, we need an About page or a contact page, okay? So let's create these brand new documents, okay? So I'm going to go to Sublime, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that document. I'm going to go File, New File, just like we created the index document. I'm going to create a new file here, and before I do anything, I'm just going to save it. Okay, so Command S or Control S to save. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm saving it in the same folder as my index.html. Okay, so I happen to be in that folder right now, my first website. It's under Casey Lee, Dev, Web Projects, my first website. And this is going to be the About page, and you can call it whatever you want, but I think a logical file name would be about.html. Okay, again, technically you can call it whatever you want, but I think it makes sense. We'll just call it about.html. There we go. We got our About page. And now let's create another one for the contact page. Okay, so we'll create File, New, and see it opens up another tab here. I'm going to File, Save, and again, make sure we're in the same folder, and call it contact.html. Okay, so what I have now is I have my index.html, my about.html, and my contact.html. These are three separate files that are all sitting in the same folder. Okay, now let's put some content in the About and the Contact. Okay, so let's go to the About page and let's recreate some of the stuff that we did on the index page. So we're going to open up the HTML tag and close it. Okay, we're going to create a head tag and close it, and a body tag and close it. And in the head tag, let's put a title. Okay, and we'll just call it the About page. And in the body, let's just put a header. Okay, so we'll put a level 1 header, and we'll say About. And let's add a paragraph as well. And we'll say this is the About page. Okay. Now let's do the same thing for the contact page. So HTML, close it. Head, close it. Body, close it. In the head tag, we're going to put a title tag, close it. And put the contact page. And in the body, same thing, we'll do a level 1 header, and we'll put contact and a paragraph tag, and we'll say this is the contact page. Okay, so we have 3 separate documents here, all right? Index, About, and Contact, okay? Now, these pages, Contact and About, are really no different than Index, so we should be able to open them and preview them, right? So we're over in our browser here. Right now we're looking at the index page. So let's go to File, Open, and let's open the About page. There it is, the About page. Sweet. Okay, so it worked. Let's open the Contact page. There we go. Okay, so all these pages are working the way we want them to, but the question is, how do we link from one to the other? Okay, well, it's really quite simple. Okay, so on the index page, when we click on this About link, we want it to open up the About page. So the way we do that is we use the href attribute. Okay, so the href attribute, very similar to these external links, but instead of putting http:// we just put the file name. Okay, and as long as those files are in the same folder, this will work. Okay, so in here we're going to put about.html. Okay, because there's no http:// and there's nothing before it, it's going to look for that file in the same folder as the current page that it's in. Okay, there's a whole thing about web hosting that we'll get into in the future, but for now, just know that any file in that folder you can access. Okay, and we'll do the same thing for the contact page. Okay, so we'll save that, go back to our browser, refresh the page. Okay, and now this About and Contact button. Okay, if I hit the About, it goes to the About page. Let's go back. If we are on the if we want to click on the Contact, it goes to the Contact page. And that's how you link two pages within your website.